Is want to understand how everything that Hassan Piker says is actually a projection of something he's done. Guess what? Look no further than today's clip. This one is going to be a spicy one. And here's the great thing. I know Hassan Piker. I know him very well. I've met him in life multiple times. I know who he is. I know how he operates. I know how he thinks. Because I've studied this man, because I do believe he is the most vile piece of shit in America today, even worse than Donald Trump to liberals, which I think Donald Trump's a great man. But let's talk about today's clip, and let's talk about how this random little idea he has, the only reason why he thinks it is because he did it to me.
Oh my God. And so this is what happened. And I do think that—
Wait, what the fuck? They're just giving him Imgur links?
Oh my God.
With like,
oh my gosh.
Destiny subreddit? Oh God, they're so lame, dude. They all work together.
Oh, like people were sending you links, Hassan, like they do when they give you links about all of your ops.
Him in public. Did he get recruited into Gryffindor? What is he trying to wear? Should Hassan be able to get a restraining order on Destiny? I think the answer is no. Unless proof is provided of stalking and harassing as a public figure, when someone is keeping up with the things you say in public, then I don't think you need a restraining order. He goes to an event and Destiny goes to the event. Destiny can't get into the event because Hassan is there. It makes him look very bad when this happens.
I love how Auk speeds up every single one of Hassan's clips because he speaks like a slow blathering retard if you don't.
If he has a restraining order, then he can point to that as a reason. He is just looking for a legal ability to not have to be pressed by Destiny and not willing to interact with him. So yeah, no, he is actually legally stalking and harassing me. It has definitely gotten to that point. And not only that, but he's also openly admitted it on numerous occasions. So I think there's sufficient evidence to do so.
Brother, reacting to your content and commenting on your public statements isn't stalking. It's called being a content creator. Dog shocker. Wait, why are we calling Hassan a dog shocker? Wait, is this the guy that shocked his dog? Is this the dog striker? Hassan Piker, the dog striker? No way, that's the same guy. Wait, guys, this guy abuses his fucking dogs. Ain't this the guy that killed his last dog too? Holy shit.
I mean, if I had literally done a fraction of what Destiny has been saying about me, trying to identify where I'm at in real time, saying someone's got to do it, someone should kill this guy, Hassan has said enough.
Brother, that's what you said. Now, I want to show you this, because this is what he does. This is what he always does. He always says somebody else did the behavior that he himself did. So let me show you this. So what Hassan Piker does is he says things that he's done and phrase it as if other people have done it to him.
Identify where I'm at in real time, saying someone's got to do it, someone should kill this guy.
So he does this every single time because this is how obvious this little fuck is. So right here, he says this.
Medicaid fraud, you would kill Rick Scott.
So he calls for the death of a senator, and guess what he does? There was another senator who got forced to step down from office because Hassan viewers were threatening him to kill them unless he resigned. And trust me, this next clip, you're going to
Do it.
Someone has to do it, yes, is a euphemism for killing President Donald Trump. Yes. So the reason why he speaks in this such way is because he knows what he's doing. He's done it to other people, and now he's signal boosting the things that he's done to scare other people to now do it to Destiny, while phrasing that it's actually Destiny is the one to do it. So yes, I will take my applause for noticing this fake fuck's behavior once again, because Hassan Piker is the most disingenuous piece of shit on the platform, and he cries victim when he's treated the same as he's treated everybody else for years.
Hassan has said enough that is like it's worthy of killing him, and also openly admitting to harassment of this sort. Right? This incel freak who's admitted to being a part of the DGG and being excited to meet Hassan was actually one that was harassed. It would be hilarious if he was like, DGs were harassing me at the event, and thus I was unable to show up for fear of my life or something like that. Can you imagine? That would be fucking hysterical. So it's really funny. Are you really afraid of a gnome, though? No, of course not, dude. I'm just fucking grossed out by him. And on top of that, it's been 7 years, and he's not let up. And his freak-ass audience are constantly trying to, you know, intercept me in the real world at the direction of Destiny.
Now, you know what's really interesting? Hassan Piker loves to bitch and moan and complain about what other people's viewers are. Well, here's Hassan Piker's viewer. This is actually great. So on November 22nd, these court documents actually got unsealed about maybe a couple days ago. One of Hassan Piker's viewers actually threatened and harassed a politician at their house when they had anger management issues and other mental health concerns. And guess what? Subject regularly listened to the social media influencer Hassan Piker. Wow, look at that, Hasan. That is one of your viewers going to fucking jail for stalking someone and harassing them and being very aggressive to them in real life. So Destiny responds to this, by the way. And in case you're wondering why Hassan Piker at the beginning of that clip says, oh, now they're working together, it's because Hassan Piker was working together with Mike from PA, as well as Denims, as well as Frogan, as well as Bad Empanada, including Mizkif, to stalk me and take photos of me in real life in order to harass me and push a legal case that I should have never had to deal with. And that was all orchestrated by them because they're horrible people. However, I know how they work, and that's what they do. Hassan Piker says the things that he has done to other people as if they're happening to him, and they're not. Let's keep going here.
Things could happen. Are you carrying or something? Why is he so scared? It has to be, he just has to keep me out of sight as much as possible, obviously, because he's built up such a mythical, crazy story about me that any contact with me would shatter some amount of illusions from his fan base. That's the only thing I can think of. Like I said,
Hassan Piker understands that Destiny knows him more than he knows himself, which is why he's constantly ducking an argument or a debate with him, because Destiny would make, whether you like or hate Destiny, it does not matter. What you can acknowledge is if Destiny and Hassan were to have a conversation one-on-one, Destiny would beat the brakes off of him. Just like if Hassan and I were to have a fight one-on-one, I would beat the fucking shit out of him. And that's why he avoids my fucking boxing match when he's the one who challenged me to it by saying, oh yeah, Tectone, I could whoop his ass. Okay, here, hey, Hassan, I'll give you $500,000 if we fight. And he ducks it every single day because he's a absolute king pussy.
and I really do have to stop saying shit like this because he does copy so much from me. He really shouldn't be afraid of a confrontation. I really don't think anything would happen. Like, I think it would just be some nervous, awkward giggling. Like, we would call each other losers, and then that would be it. And they could say, oh, look at that guy, he's such a loser. But, like, he has built me up as this mythical, monumental monstrosity of a figure. It's just, like, so bizarre to me.
And back then, I wasn't as big of a content creator as I am now, so I didn't have, like, this massive community and support structure.
The fact that Hassan is so afraid about his PR that he's trying to put a restraining order on Destiny so he doesn't have to do a debate with him is just about the most pathetic thing I've ever heard in history.
Oh my God, bro.
But I do think that a legal action is in order at this point, because this is,
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
it's not even for me.
Oh, you know my address.
It's all these other people. Yeah, N-word manifesto was the summer of 19. Yeah. Yeah.
All these other people. Is this going to be like a class action restraining order against me? Destiny, you are now forbidden by law to ever talk about us politically. That's stalking, by the way.
Dude wrote a whole manifesto about how white people should be able to say the N-word. And that
Wasn't even what the manifesto was about. And the funny thing is that him and all of his little weirdo LARPy friends that came to argue against me all got fucking...
Why shouldn't white people be allowed to say the N-word when we're the ones who invented it? That's all I'm saying, bro. That's all I'm saying. It is cultural appropriation by blacks who took our word and then said we can't say it anymore. That's some bullshit, man. That's all I'm saying. That's some bullshit.
crushed against the rocks on my shore.
was in 2019. That's when I was like, oh, this is fucking crazy. Podcast brought our way out of.
He skipped past Mike from PA Fed posting. Oh, Mike from PA. Oh, wait, right after yesterday calling out my Twitch logs? How long before it happens, you think?
What is this?
What is he? I wonder
The
what he means by
dichotomy?
that.
So, Mike from PA, one of Hassan's orbiters, also now calling for the death of Destiny. Very interesting. Now we have Asmongold weighing in on the restraining order of Destiny and Hassan. Let's talk about
Get a
it.
restraining order against Destiny? I think the answer to that is no.
Obviously
I think he
not.
might be able to, but I don't think
He might be able to because Hassan Piker is very good at manipulating the legal system and as well as, the social populace. But yeah, is it a blatant misuse of power? Obviously, there should be no way that you should be allowed to restraining order anybody from being able to react to your content. That's psychotic.
that he should, and I think it's silly that that would even happen. And the reason why is that fundamentally, unless there's proof of Destiny actually going out of his way to harass or stalk Hasan, then I feel like as a public figure, when another person is just keeping up with the things that you're saying on your stream and then commenting on them and things that you share with the public willingly, I don't really see how this is at all something that you need to get a restraining order for.
I agree.
Right? He's trying to silence him? Yeah, he's trying. Well, what Hasan is trying to do.
Well, Hassan Piker is also very smart for recommending people to get restraining orders as well as recommending people to get protective orders. He's a very smart guy when it comes to this because he understands how easily abusable that these things are. Did you know that 93% of protective orders in Texas actually get passed? It's very interesting. Now, I'm not sure the rates on California, but let's go ahead and double check in California here. 70 to 90% because they use a low reasonable proof standard. Isn't that so fun? 90% that you can just abuse the legal system. It's so cool. It makes so much sense that these things work the way they do. Wow. And you know what the crazy thing is? If Hasan were to hit that 90 fucking percent on a TRO, then everybody gets to say, well, then why'd they grant the restraining order? Obviously they did it because Destiny's a psychopath. It's great. He definitely hasn't done this a copious amount of times and encouraged other people to do the exact same thing because there's almost a less than 1% chance of it failing. It's pathetic because these things, restraining orders and protection orders, don't need any proof whatsoever. You know what they can be granted on? Testimony and testimony alone. What does that mean if you don't know? If a person says they're afraid enough without having to prove it at all, you need no proof. You can get a restraining order or a protective order on anybody. That is fucking insane. And Hasan knows how easily abusable these things are. And the worst thing is people who still believe that anybody who gets one granted them is actually in the wrong. It's pathetic. When judges don't allow you to show proof you're innocent, how can we trust what the judge's word is? I know. That's why civil cases like protective orders and restraining orders are bullshit, but criminal cases are a lot more serious. Why do you think, somebody like Andrew Tate? I want to remind you this. Let me show you this real quick. So many of these people call Andrew Tate a rapist or a pedophile. Same thing with Donald Trump or Conor McGregor or Rich Campbell or Toby or Tobuscus. Andrew Tate has never been charged. Andrew Tate has never been criminally convicted of any crime as of July 2026. He has never been criminally convicted. Still, one of the most hunted men on earth. And let me show you this. Andrew Tate was never criminally convicted, and yet he spent 3 months in jail. They kept him in jail just in case. And if you don't see how easily abusable the legal system is by higher ups, it's pathetic. If they want to silence you, they're going to silence you.
Is that he's trying to avoid things that happened, like the thing that happened on Saturday, where he goes to an event, Destiny goes to the event, Destiny isn't let into the event because he's in the event, and he's a more popular person, so he's able to have Destiny removed from the event. It makes Hasan look really bad when that happens. It does. It makes him look very, very bad when that happens. And so if he...
You always go to jail before court until you can bond out. He's pending trial now. What the fuck are you talking about? Okay, let's pull this up. So he's been pending trial now for about, 4 years? In and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. For now 4 years now. And he's never been criminally convicted. Now, once again, maybe this time they'll get him. Maybe this time they'll get him. But he's been in, he's been out. He's been in, he's been out. He's been in, he's been out. And I think that's fucking ridiculous. I do. Dude. No, sorry, not 3 years. So they issued arrest warrants in early 2024 for allegations dating back 12 years ago. 12 years ago. But this time, it's going to be different this time. For sure. This time, they're going to get him. This time, it's going to be different. This time, it's going to be, they're going to get him right now. This one's the real one. This is the time where they're going to get him.
He has a restraining order for it, then he can point to that and say, like, well,
you can agree, you can like or hate Andrew Tate. I'll be real. I have no opinion on the guy. I think sometimes he says smart things. I say sometimes he says stupid things. But I do believe that unless you've been criminally convicted and there was reasonable grounds with unreasonable doubt, beyond any reasonable doubt that you actually did the thing. So 99.9% chance you probably shouldn't be put in jail until you're convicted. My opinion. That's just my opinion. Now let's keep going here.
this person, I have a restraining order against them and they're still harassing me. But fundamentally, I think that, you know, Hasan is part of the, you know, like, it's not like Destiny's going to his house, right? Destiny's not trying to stalk him in any random place, right? Even if Hasan...
When Hassan Piker says, hey, I'm having a public meetup here, and then Destiny goes to a public meetup, that's not stalking.
goes to an IRL stream, it's not like Destiny's trying to go and stream snipe Hasan at every IRL stream, right? I mean, Hasan's done like dozens of IRL streams and Destiny hasn't tried to go to a single one of them.
True.
So this is specifically and explicitly an event. This is like me saying that I want to get a restraining order against some streamer that I dislike because we're both going to go to BlizzCon or something like that, right? Like, that's insane. Like, this is a public event that concerns both of you. Keep in mind that Hasan is literally trying to get a restraining order to avoid accountability for the exact same thing that he complains to and he criticizes me for. Is that he criticizes me constantly that I won't go out and debate and argue with people and go to these events. I have no interest in doing any of this, by the way. I don't like doing it. That's just, I mean, it's always the way it's been, right? But he tries to attack me that way. But meanwhile, at the same time, not only is he not willing to do that with Destiny, but he's trying to maliciously use the justice system to enforce a safe space so he never gets confronted with any ideals that he disagrees with.
Everything Hassan Piker accuses someone else of doing is an admission of something he himself has done. And I'm very glad Asmongold picked up on this because a lot of people don't. And it's embarrassing. And that's why Hassan Piker gets away with so much shit, is because people do not understand what he's doing, like people who are in the space understand what he's doing. He maliciously takes advantage of the legal system and he encourages other people who are in his orbit or people he can use to his advantage to do the exact same thing. And it's horrible, isn't it?
That's a problem.
Absolutely.
Right? It's a double standard. It's maliciously. Yeah, exactly. Restraining orders is another thing I'll be known for, is according to Shocking His Dog. Yeah, I think so too. And what is this here?
Deeply unserious.
Both people, Destiny and Hasan, are incredibly problematic people, the platform. Destiny has a lot of accusations of people for doing things, and I don't really even know if they're true or not. But there's like clips of him talking about, you know, like saying the N-word. Like Destiny has a lot of baggage, is really.
I don't care what people have accusations of. I only care about things that people have they themselves admitted to, as well as what they've been convicted for. I don't care about anything else, because why would I? Because if I did, I could go live and say, oh, actually, Mr. Beast raped me. And then, oh, hey, Mr. Beast, you better handle this shit. It creates a Looney Tune clown world where anybody can destroy anybody and anything at any time. And it's just not good. Like, for example, the whole shit with Mizkif and Emaru. I never gave a fuck about any of the SA allegations. And to be fair, after Emmy went live and said, da 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 da, I was like, oh, that's interesting. The part where it became a problem was when Mizkif went live the next day and said, oh, yeah, dude, so I would scream in her face, slam doors, punch holes in walls because she threw plushies at me. Yeah, I was like, oh, Okay, so you're physically tormenting this fucking person because you admitted to doing that live on stream. And that's where I was like, okay, let's just throw the baby out with the bathwater at that fucking point. You know what I'm saying? But when somebody just says, well, I think this person did this, there's no reason to do any action. Say, oh, this person has a lot of allegations. Okay, well, until it's proven, then it doesn't fucking matter. And it's the same thing with Lakari. Nothing was proven at all. And he submitted to a full investigation. And the police did nothing. So if the police aren't doing anything, then I don't care. Then I don't care. Demon time.
What my point is, and so does Hassan. Hassan has a huge amount of baggage. Like, both of them are optically problematic. Like, and they are extremely optically problematic. I would even argue, in my opinion, that they are both more optically problematic than I am.
True. I don't think Asmongold is optically problematic. I'll be honest, like, legit, I want us all to put our thinking caps on here. What the fuck has Asmongold possibly done or said that's damaging, like, at all? Seriously. What has he said at all? You'll notice there's a resounding silence because no one can even humor the idea. I feel like it's a fucking psyop to even pretend that Asmongold is problematic in any way, shape, or form. The only thing that I ever thought was maybe problematic was when he laughed about a dog being kidnapped and eaten. But then he realized he was just uncomfortable and laughed because he was uncomfortable, which I believe.
Like, with some of the accusations that have been made about the two of them, that's, like, infinitely worse than anything that I've ever said.
Yep.
It's not even close.
It's such a strange thing for this guy to, like, present himself as this real beacon of prosperity.
Listen, I think Destiny is a massive pussy, right? But I haven't seen anything or heard him admit to anything that bad. I haven't heard it. Maybe it's out there. But I have seen things Hasan has done on camera, like rip the flesh off of his dog's neck, drag him by its fucking tail, and then electrocute the shit out of a dog because it didn't want to stay in the same spot for 9 hours. These are the things I've seen with my own eyes.
A real force to be reckoned with within the
Oh, yeah. Something problematic that Asmund did. Wear that gay-ass shirt.
liberal Democratic Party when the Democrats don't want anything to do.
Well, if it wasn't true, then why are you spending so much time talking about him? And why are you afraid of debating him? And why do you want to excommunicate him from events that you're going to be at because you're afraid he'll confront you?
Yep.
Like, I think that really, it kind of, like, if he's not a big deal and it's not a problem, then you wouldn't act this way.
And yet, sucks to suck for Bonarelli, Epstein.
What?
He's, like, working it out in his head. How can I say it in the right way? Like, how can I make this, how can I turn, okay.
How can I properly slander this person? Anyways, I'm tired of seeing Hassan's face. I'm done with this bullshit. Anyways, Hassan's a retard. Next clip. See y'all next time.